Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome to a MTGO draft of Core 2019 Magic here. We've got an interesting pack. I haven't recorded in a while. Stuff kind of got a little crazy in my life, but I'm back. This is not my first draft. It's my first recorded draft. I actually didn't play too much draft, but as you can see, I started this recording a little late, so I'm just going to take a first pick. I don't really like patient rebuilding, not into the mill plan. We got some good blue cards here, Gallon Cavalry, but I think I'm just gonna take the Lich's Caress. All right, where we going? What we got going on pack two? Anyway, haven't done a lot of drafts in this set, even though it's been out for a little bit at this point, and that's because I played the Sacramento Limited Grand Prix, my first Grand Prix. I got 4-3, so I didn't make day two, but it was a good time, good matches. I opened up a Nikki B, which was the cornerstone of my deck with a couple of Rise from the Graves. Opponents did not like that when it came together. But when it didn't come together, my deck floundered a bit. Anyway, back to our picks here. I do like this Regal Bloodlord. It's pretty strong. Lich's Crest is in the color, and we kind of have a gain life ability here. So we can kind of force. It's easy to splash too, but if you're not in white, it's hard to have too much life gain going on. Just because we have a black card, it'd be between this and Strangling Spores. I do like Bone of Ash. I like Aviation Pioneer. Um, I'm gonna take the risky choice. Go Regal Bloodletter. Bloodlord, whatever the hell it's called. Okay, so again, another Bone to Ash is solid. Pegasus Courser is a good aggressive card. Um, nothing else too exciting. I'm actually looking at this Vampire Neonate. It does work, especially when you have life gain payoffs. Um, it's a nice blocker early on against aggressive decks. Um, and usually the life gain deck is a little more grindy and less aggressive, which is why I think I am tempted to take this Vampire Neonate over the Pegasus Courser. We're cutting all the life gain cards, so hopefully no one else moves into this archetype. Actually, I haven't had a chance to play it yet, and I get wrecked by it consistently. So maybe this is the time we can make it work. Okay, so whoever's blue is gonna be pretty happy. I think maybe we missed the boat on that, but I'm feeling good about where we're going. I might take a second Vampire Unite over this Child of Night and this Epicure of Blood. Epicure of Blood is usually a little easier to pick up, especially if no one's in the life gain deck. It's just literally a 4/4/5 drop, which is not exciting. However, this Vampire Unite I think makes this deck really worthwhile. Here we can go for a Child of Night to stick along with the theme of life gain, but we already have 3 or 4 life gain cards, and I just think this explosive apparatus is a little more versatile. Inspire Charge is might be an okay card, but I think we gotta hold off going all in on this life gain thing just because we're not seeing too much white. Um, yeah, it looks like white is getting cut pretty hard, which makes these Vampire Unates a little rough. With that said, I'm not a huge fan of Lightning Mare. Cobb Waltz is fine. Bristling Boar is probably the strongest individual card here. Unless maybe you have an artifact theme going already. The Scholar of Stars could be decent. Giant Spider is good if you need some air defense. We could go Invoke the Divine. It's another life gain card, and then we could just try to get white in second pack, which I think we're going to do. We're going to go all in on this. Ooh, okay. I like both of these cards. I think we go Rise from the Grave. I've come to love that card over this Grand Prix. We might have some bats and stuff to sacrifice for blood divination, so that's also something to consider. These are obviously the two strongest cards, and it's a good signal that black is possibly open. And we have some aggressive white cards here, but none of the life gain stuff. This is tough. You usually don't get a lot of card draw in these colors, and this seems like a good opportunity to take this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I do like Rise from the Grave though. Okay, so Revitalize is actually not a terrible card when you're in the life gain deck. That's really the only deck that's playable. Green seems pretty open, actually, but I think I'm going to go for this Trusty Pack Beast. It can get us back an Explosive Apparatus. It's another creature early on. and revitalize. It's not going to wheel in this instance, but I'm sure we could pick up another one if we want to. I'm going to take the stone quarry. Nothing really else in our colors. I think green is open, but I'm going to go for a second Invoke the Divine here. Okay, see, Epicure Blood's coming back, so I think the life. Ooh, Child of Night. I think we got our plan here. So we have 2 life gain payoffs already. One obviously much better than the other, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life gain cards. 2 of them being repeatable. So I think this is good. We'll cut red. I think green is already going to be scooped up by someone. Sure, whatever. Oh yeah, foil swamp. It's exciting. All right, so what we're looking for in pack 2, we got 6 creatures. We don't really have a great early game. We got early defensive game. We can gain life, ping them for a little bit. Child of Night might not make the deck, depending on what it looks like. Invoke the Divine, I don't mind main boarding in this set. A lot of enchantment removal, random artifacts you can blow up. Some really powerful ones you can blow up. And everything else is pretty solid. Stone Quarry, obviously, sideboard. Okay, Sarkhan's Unsealing is pretty sick. Oh, geez, I didn't even see this Fountain of Renewal. I think that is what we need. That card is very frustrating to play against when it comes out early, especially if you can combo it with Regal Bloodlord or that 2-drop white card that gets counters. I think we're going to go for this. I'm not big into switching my whole thing over for Sarkhan's Unsealing. We only have 1 4-power creature at the moment. Seems like we're too far away from that. And Fountain of Renewal is exactly what we're trying to do. Okay, so there's some interesting choices here. We got Goblin Cavalry, which is just a solid card, even though it has nothing really to do with our theme. Same with Star Crown Stag. It's a pretty aggressive card. And it's good when you're attacking. I don't know how much we'll be attacking on the ground in this, though. Marauder's Axe is solid. We can throw it on the bats that we hopefully create. But I think Gallant Cavalry is just so good. And I think our weakness here will be maybe just stopping some aggressive decks. This gets you 2 bodies on the ground. And I think we're more about being defensive on the ground, just pinging them to death and staying alive and trying to just outpace them. So I'm going to go Gallant Cavalry. Also with, like, you could pick up the black, one in a black, Abominable Endurance or whatever the hell it's called. Throw this on here, you get an extra token out of it, which is nice. It's good enter the battlefield effects. Ooh, Trusty Pack Beast also works with Fountain of Renewal. Didn't even see that one. But we can sack this, draw a card late in the game, and buy it back, possibly, which is, you know, slight upside. We only got, I mean, Explosive Apparatus, Licious Caress, our removal thus far. Blood Divination is a nice drawing card, though we don't really have a lot of sack outlets at the moment. Ooh, okay. This is pretty spicy. So we have the Abnormal Endurance, is what it's called. We have Abnormal Endurance, but I don't think I'm going to pick that over Fel Spectre. Fel Spectre's pretty solid. It's basically a built-in 2-for-1. Doesn't have the most impressive stats, but it's actually not a bad card to, you know, maybe sack the Blood Divination. There's also Star Crown Stag, which I think is a stronger card than Fel Spectre, generally speaking, but it doesn't really work with our plan. This Abnormal Endurance might come around. Might not pick it up. I can always pick up this Revitalize late. I would like to get like a couple more life game payoffs. I'm going to go with the Fel Spectre, I think. I'm not sure if that's the best choice. This pack is hot garbage for us. I'm just going to pick up nothing even worth splashing for. Is Alpine Moon work anything? I'm not even going to check. It's a ticket or less, I think. So I'll pick up this Drill Master, but hopefully not play it. Okay, no more packs like that. That was no bueno. Let's see. So what would we like to see? We'd like to see the 4/3 Angel that gains 2 life when it attacks. That'd be nice. Nice to see the 2 cost white card that gets counters every time. Whenever one or more creatures leave your graveyard, it's not something we're trying to do. Box Hopper is actually just a solid card. I think I'm gonna just take this big dumb creature over a second explosive apparatus. Though with Trusty Pack Beast, it might be close. I'm just worried if we don't get there in a life gain deck. It might be nice to have just a blocker on the ground that's pretty beefy to deal with stuff that's like green red rampy decks. If we only end up getting like one uh, hard removal, so I think we could go there. It's performed fairly well for me. Might not be the right choice, however. I am not claiming to be an expert, but I will at least talk through my decision making process so you guys can hate on me in the comments and call me stupid, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, so this isn't really what we're trying to do in terms of like, trying to go wide or anything, but Militia Bugler is just the best card in our colors here. It's often a 2-for-1, especially considering we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets already for it, with a few of them being really good. So I think that's the choice. Plus, it's a decent defensive card with a 2/3 body. Can at least trade for something usually. Okay, let's see. Still not at the point where we want Revitalize. I'm just going to go Doom to Center. Good defensive early drop. Actually, it actually slows down a lot of things in a pretty annoying way here. Alright, so we got Hired Blade, which is like a pseudo removal card. You can just flash that in. People often forget about it, I feel like. You could eat something early on in the game. 2/2 green Death Touch, or maybe a 3/3 Centaur, or, a number of things. Mind Rot isn't bad for this type of deck, because we have the luxury to play a little patient and use a card like this to get them down. I don't think Inspired Charges, again, is what we're trying to do. This is a little tough. I'm going to go Hired Blade. I think the upside isn't as high, but I think it's more consistent. We can go Child of Night here. We'll take this just in case we find something we really want to splash. Infectious Horrors, garbage. I like Abnormal Endurance. We don't have a ton of Enter the Battlefield effects. We have Trusty Pack Beast. Actually, we got Militia. We got Spectre. Okay, we got enough to make it count. Doom Dissenter's not bad. The rest for the sideboard I'll take. Ooh, another Doom Dissenter. We have a lot of X1s. Well, I guess only 4, and 2 of them turn into 2/2s. But if you get too many, you can get really wrecked by one of the Black Mare or Skeleton Archers. Sting pretty badly when you have an X1 out. One more life gain payoff would be pretty sweet, and we also need some more removal. We're in the right colors to find the removal at least. So I'm not too concerned about getting that, and I think we can make this work. Blood Divination and these Doom Dissenter is also great. Invoke to Divine. Might be on the chopping block, or maybe a Child of Night. Depending what we find here. Okay, so we have another Militia Bugler. Daybreak Champlain is actually a good defensive drop, but I think we have enough on the low side to be defensive, and everything else isn't too exciting for us. I'm not going to try to splash a Gigantosaurus, which is like the least creative name ever. Like, let's just make a big dinosaur. Call it Gigantosaurus, it'll be fine. Get another. Oh my god, back-to-back Gigantosauruses. Okay. So, Shieldmare gains us more life. Angel of Dawn is a really solid. Just gives us a little bit of evasion. Pumps our things, though we won't have too many unless we get an army of bats. Epicure Blood, if you get multiple of these out and you're just tapping away with Vampire Neonate every turn, it gets rough for them. Plus, we have a lot of life gain stuff, especially with this Fountain of Renewal. And I know This might seem crazy to people because these cards are both definitely better just on the surface. But I don't think we're trying to kill them with evasiveness in the air. We're not going to get there. So I'm just going to go for the second Epicure Blood, maybe make our deck a little more consistent. We definitely don't need a second Blood Divination, or this, or that, or this. I'm going to go for a second Gatling Cavalry. Okay. Man, we're seeing a lot of the same cards, I feel like. Poison Tip Archer is good. It helps ping them to death. I don't know. We do have this Foul Orchard to help splash forward, but we would have to run another forest at least to get this out. And I don't know if that's worth it over like a second exploding apparatus. We're reaching our limit of playables already, so we can kind of take this without giving up too much here and be happy with it. I don't think I would main deck any of these cards except maybe Explosive Apparatus. And this is a pretty solid card, so I'm going to take it. Maybe we find something to make it work. If not, no big deal. Daybreak Champion's not bad. Sovereign's Bite actually is the only deck I would actually maybe consider putting that in, but we got pretty straight removal here in Strangling Spore. That's something we need. Okay, Aegis of the Heavens is not good. We have a Daybreak Champlain. Marauder's Axe might not be bad in this deck. If our life gain and ping plan doesn't come together, we do have a lot of small bodies that we can just kind of chuck at them. And if we can give them power, that'd be pretty good. I'm not too desperate for any more lifelink stuff. We don't really have a ton of... I'm more interested in the repeatable payoffs like Fountain of Renewal and Vampire Unite and stuff. This kind of has to either block or attack something and probably get one trigger out of it, unless early game when if they have a 2/2 and you have a 1/3, just attack into it. So I'm going to go this Marauder's Axe. I think it'll make our deck better overall. Ooh, okay. So now we have a little bit of choice. If we want to consider this Poison Tip Archer, Lyfe is good for that. It helps us ramp a little bit, turn 3, so we can get some of the 5-6 drops out a little faster. Maybe turn on Lich's Crest. But another Vampire Unite just seems more important in this deck. I like this late pickup of Skeleton Archer, always a solid card. Ooh, another Foul Orchard. I think I'm going to take that over the second Normal Endurance and the Higher Blade, and then now we're a little closer to playing this Poison Tip Archer. I think we can make it work. We'll have to see. We'll have to probably run 17 lands. Looks like we have the majority black. We don't really have enchantments, do we? No. We got nothing. Okay, I say we could splash for that too if we had something worthwhile, but we don't. I'll take another Box Stomper for the sideboard. Okay. Two-Headed Zombie is a pretty aggressive card. I don't think we need that. Combo Waltz might be good. It gets back our Regal Bloodlord. Get back. I mean, that's our like strongest creature. But it could come in handy. I don't know if we'll main it. Let's see. We'll have to build this. I'll take this Higher Blade. I think I like gaining 3 life and drawing a card better than them losing 3 life, but not too stoked on it. Alright, I think we got a pretty solid deck here. I'm bummed we missed out on that 2/2 that grows with every life gain. Regal Bloodlord is kind of the plan. We'll just kill them in the air with a bunch of bats. We'll outlast them. We'll ping them to death with Vampire Unite, Epicure Blood combo, or Fountain of Renewal, Epicure Blood combo. So let's see what we're doing here. So we have our 2 lands to splash for. I'm not too... Maybe we don't need to main deck Invoke the Divine. I know it's one more life gain trigger. But I feel like it's either Invoke the Divine or Abnormal Endurance. Normal Endurance. How many enter the battlefield effects we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. We got 2 Militia. We got Trusty. We got these 2. I think there's higher upside on main decking this. Plus we can save our Regal Bloodlord. Then Invoke the Divine. We'll bring it in off the sideboard if we really need it. I'm okay with that. Okay, we still got some significant cuts to make, sitting at 29. We have to get down to 23. I don't think we need 2 higher blades. I'm higher on this Dude in the Center than Child of Night, just because I think it's a better blocker, and it's good with our Blood Divination. I like our Militia Buglers. Spell Spectre. We might not have to run the Box Stomper. How do we deal with big dumb things on the ground though? We could just chump them, I guess, or just. I just feel like we don't have a lot of protection against big dumb things on the ground. This thing can trade for something. I mean, hopefully we'll be making some bats. Jump with that. We'll have a lot of life. Maybe take out this box down, but we'll bring it in. Ooh, we still got a lot to cut. Okay. I don't think this higher blade is probably be strong. Our curve is a little high, but it's not terrible. Maybe we cut the Marauder's Axe. I mean, that helps us deal with big dumb things. Though, just stick that on like a skeleton archer. Maybe a night token or two. Skeleton archer is so good when they have the X1 out, but I don't want to take it out. I think Trusty Pack Beats is worthwhile when we have two artifacts that we can sack. Maybe we don't need 3 vampire neonates, but I kind of like that. Especially with double Epicure Blood. Okay, last couple cuts are always hardest. Maybe we don't need this challenge knight at all. I'm not too worried about life gain triggers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 repeatable life gain triggers. Plus Lich's Caress. I guess it's not a ton. But really, it's the repeatable ones that are going to make a difference. You're going to get maybe 1 out of this. So I think that's okay. And the only thing I really... Yeah, I think we can lose the Shadow Knight. We'll see how this goes. And let's cut 1 more card. That's our weakest card here. I mean, we could cut this into 2 lands and then make our deck a little more consistent. But, man, this does some work. Especially if you're chumping with bats all day. Just pings them. This gives us some evasion protection, which we don't have a lot of. Maybe this Macabre Waltz isn't what we need to do. I think so. I think we want that. Bugler gets so many of our cards. It'd be hard to not hit something. Maybe it's a Skeleton Archer. What has 1 life that we really can't deal with? 3 ones are going to get eaten up by anything like this. Yeah, let's cut Skeleton Archer. Okay, let's see what this says on lands. 1 force. I think we need more than 4 planes, but I guess we only have how many? 5 white cards? 1, 2, 3, 4 5 white cards. I think we get away with 9, 10, 11 swamped 5 planes and 3 forests. I think I'm good with that. Alrighty, let's combine this. Let's take a little snipping of this. Pull that to the side just for good measure here, just in case we forget what the hell our deck is trying to do. And let's go to match number 1. Well, we want to have a choice here. This is kind of mulligan to 6. We're on the draw. We have 2 of our better cards. I'm just gonna keep. If they have a super aggressive deck, we could get punished by this. But even then, Lich's Caress will gain us some life. Oh, we might get punished here. Let's see, maybe they can throw a enchantment on there. Oh, okay, cool. We can survive this. It's gonna be painful for a little bit. Okay, another 5 drop is not ideal. That's okay. Maybe they'll just load up more enchantments. Ooh, white black with that's fine if that's their only play. I think we'll stabilize. We got a blocker in the air. There we go. I'm just gonna get this out to put some pressure on. I mean pressure, quote unquote. Okay, that actually I don't like because we need to somehow kill that. Let's see. There's no haste stuff here, so maybe they won't block. It looks like skeleton archer, but they did. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go down to possibly 5. We'll play this, kill this. We're gonna go back up to 8. And then next turn we'll take another. Why you? Uh-oh. Inspire charge, no good. I should have thought about that. I think I'm dead. Okay, that's fine. Super aggressive deck. That was stupid to attack with the trusty pack beast. I totally forgot about Inspire Charge. And obviously they're an aggressive deck, so that was a little embarrassing. Okay, so Invoke the Divine. They had an enchantment. I don't know if it's worth seeing that, even though it gains us life. But we gotta lower our curve a bit here. Let's get out. There were flyers, though. We don't have much against flyers. I didn't see anything with 1 health. Child Knight could swing back and start gaining us some life, so I'm going to take out Doom Dissenter. A response, and maybe, since they're so aggressive, it looks like they have a bunch of small things. We don't need the Marauder's Axe, and Invoke the Divine might be better. We're going to be on the play, because it looks like they really want to be on the play. I'm going to keep this. I'm still going to play this Foul Orchard first, because it's more important to hit our land drops than it is to get this explosive apparatus out on turn 1. We don't have a 2-drop at the moment. If we draw 1, I don't mind delaying explosive apparatus a little bit. Oh, we did draw a 2-drop, but not 1. Nope. Well, they're stuck on land, and we just drew a really good card. So let's see what we get here. All right, that works. Okay, well, these 2 games look like they're just not going to be good games. There's not a lot of decision. Well, I did mess up the one main decision I had last game. Maybe mulliganing, if you count that as messing up that decision. It's possible that was a mistake as well. I'm going to get in with this Bugler. Play my Neonate, pass. We can blow up anything at the end of turn, which I think I might if they play basically anything. I mean, they can't enchant this. I might just be in like absolutely no rush and leave this up if they don't play anything to blow up. Because if they don't give us something useful to do with this, we can always just do the Vampire Neonate. Bell Spectre is good though. And we have a Lich's Crest to follow up, so I think I'm just gonna attack with this. We're not gonna get like a good card, but we know they have all spells in hand because they're stuck on land, so we're gonna get something. Might be the least pertinent card to the current situation, but it is a spell we're gonna get. So I mean, look what they have discarded already. Yeah, I'll take that. Now we have a blocker, unless they want to use their whole turn putting on Marauder's Axe, which I'm totally fine with. That's fine too. They're going to leave it back to block. Hopefully we draw a land. No matter. You can Blood Divination away at the Vampire Neonate, eventually get it back. I think it's worth it. Because if not, what do? We play Shadow Knight, and then we leave this up. We ping them. Well, we can attack with the... If they block this, we'll just blow it up. I'm okay with that. Because then we're just going to outpace them with stuff on the ground. Oh, we don't even have to blow it up. Okay, I think we're just gonna... There we go. Now we got our lands. Ooh, we got our trusty pack piece, so we can blow something up and buy it back. This is good. I mean, if this is their plan to try to race in the air, they're in trouble. I mean, it's got to be right to Lich's Crest this at this point, right? I mean, we won't have a second play, but I don't see how that's not right. I mean, they're gonna basically have to block our attacks at some point. We got normal endurance to get them. They can't play anything with 2 power or less. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's gonna have to block. Let's just get the stuff off the board here and then go wide. And then they're gonna have a hard time keeping up. So any of these 3 things can trade with any X4 thanks to explosive apparatus, then we can buy this back. That's fine. Might just prematurely blow one up. I think we're going to. So we can block it out of the way. They didn't block him because we could, if we had something to buy creatures back, which we do, we get another trigger versus that. We'll buy that back, and we'll play that. All right, so this game was pretty. I mean, there was probably different ways we could have played things, but the whole time we were ahead since they missed a couple land drops as an aggressive deck. I think our board's going to be the same. We're still going to be drawing next game, unless they have the Nova that can clear everything. But even then, we could Macabre Waltz back or some of our strong creatures. And it doesn't feel like a Nova deck. I don't know if it's even called Nova, but it's the Wrath, the White Wrath. Because you don't want to play a bunch of aggressive creatures as a Nova deck. Usually you want some little defensive things early on, and then you can blow up the whole board and then drop some bombs or bigger things and get the job done. We still didn't see a lot of X1s. Child Knight might be good. We didn't see anything that pings for 1 damage, and Doom Dissenter is not blocking anything they're attacking with. So I think that's the only change I'm going to make. So we're going to be on the draw here for sure. And this is okay. It gives us something to ping with. We're going to have a blocker in the air. If we draw planes, we can blow up whatever enchantment they put on this stupid thing. Whew! Yeah, that's a little spicy. But I mean, if they don't have a way to answer a flyer, or we get something like that out, we're good. So we're going down to 16, back up to 17 at the end of this turn, assuming they don't pump their things. I am worried about Inspired Charge. Oh, I'm going to wait to see what they do. I mean, we're going to do that anyway, but... Okay, good. Fell Spectre will be good. If they Inspire Charge here, though, it's going to be spicy. That's fine. Our Regal Bloodlord can block it, plus we can blow that up. Fell Spectre's good. Do some work for us. They only got 2 cards left at hand. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay, if we could stabilize past the next turn, if they swing with everything and they have Inspiring Charge, it might sting a bit. That's fine. I'm gonna just swing with everything. It makes sense to do that. I am not gonna block the 3/4 because we got Regal Bloodlord coming. Oh, we don't. Shit. I forgot it needs a white card, but that's okay. We can eat something. This will start getting us life. I think we'll be okay, assuming... I hate that we can't even have normal endurance this to death. But yeah, we really need a planes here, but I don't think it's worth sacking this yet. They got Inspiring Charge. It's going to be rough, but what could we do? We could put this in front of there, a normal endurance it. We can still block this, and then we take 6. And then we'll gain 2 from here, so we'll be up to 8. So if they swing with everything, it's going to be telling. Okay, so I don't think they have Inspiring Charge. There's no way it's worth throwing this in front and normal enduranceing it just to get the trigger, right? That doesn't make sense. I'd rather just... I mean, it buys us a little more time. I guess we can always do that next turn if we don't find anything. Well, I could just have normal endurance to eat this, and then I think we'll okay to take it one more time. The inspiring charge. Let's see. That's fine. We can block down the ground. We need that plains. Okay, well, we can. I don't know if we want to sack that, though. That's rough. Well, if we do sack that and find. Did I play a swamp? No. If we sack that and find the plains, we'll have 3 lands, and then we can invoke the divineness. Cut down a lot of damage. But, I mean, we can buy it back the next turn, too. But this. Okay, so. This is keeping this away. This can do the plan that we had with normal endurance. Probably get a decent card from them. And then we'll take 1, 2, 3, assuming they activate this. And we're gaining 2 though, so that's not too bad. But if they have inspiring charge. But if we do this, we block here, here, and they have inspiring charge, we're still basically dead. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm not gonna play around that. So I'm just gonna let this go. We'll see what we can do about this. This is a really spicy start from them. Okay, well they don't have inspiring charge at least, so that's good. I think I am gonna do this, and then it saves us some damage. It comes back. They have to discard a card. I know I'm too forewarning myself, but at least they get card out of their hand too. Save them some damage. Hopefully they don't have a land to pitch, or they have 2 lands and they have to pitch 1. That would be, I guess, more ideal. Now, the next decision point here is, come on, give me a plains. Whew, okay, this is rough. I think it's time to have to do this, because what's the plan here? Okay, that's good. What is the most useful thing to do here? I think is invoke the divineness on their turn. Okay, if we could just stabilize here for a turn, we'll be good. Okay, that's fine. Where are they gonna put that? Okay, so that doesn't really make anything better. I think I'd rather have this axe gone than the, because we could take out the creature at least. So yeah, let me blow this up now. It's not gonna change their attacks. Still gonna attack with 3. That's fine. We're gonna take 4 because we're gonna have blocker next turn. Hopefully find another land because then we can activate vampire unit. Okay, the least useful land to find, but that's okay. We only have 1 card in hand. If it was inspiring charge, I think we'd be dead by now. It might just be holding lands because we're playing black and they've seen some discard stuff. They would only play that they have the stupid angel. Okay, that's fine. Okay, here we go. This is good. So I'm gonna buy back Fountain of Renewal, play it, because we don't have blockers in the air anyway. If I do that, play this, play another Vampire Neonate, and I'm gonna activate this on this turn, so we get a blocker in the air from the Regal Bloodlord. Okay, and now we just gotta outlast them. Okay, we might have to kill that at some point, but I'm not even worried about that. We're going to be making a token a turn here. They have no way to gain life. Well, they do, actually. So, but we're going to gain life every turn here. I'm going to leave this in hand for we can Macabre Waltz something here. We can outpace them with life gain and pinging them to death. Actually, I might play this in this instance just because then we can double activate this, and I think it's worthwhile. I don't have to do it this turn since we gained a life this turn already. Okay, I think we're on the ping them to death plan, which they might be doing for us. We're getting 2 bats a turn, so they're 1 bat a turn, or 2 bats per, I guess, you know, cycle of turns to there too. This is a much more interesting matchup, or match at least. Oh shit! I did not realize that combo. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Now I'm gonna start keeping this in hand so I can discard something. I don't have any creatures to throw away though. They got enough blockers. Can't really do much. I don't really want to sacrifice this Fountain of Renewal. I think it's gonna be pretty important. I mean, we have 2 of these, so we could still alternate turns and get 2. So maybe it's worthwhile. But I do like the extra life gain, especially if they're gonna be drawing a card every turn. That's fine. We'll buy that back. Now if they swing with everything, I'm gonna try to get this thing to die. So I can buy that back as well and just discard Cobble Waltz, but that's fine. We lose out on a token creation for a little bit, but they don't have any tricks up, so if they swing, we can eat some things. I'm just gonna buy it back though. Oh, okay, that's good. Do we have enough? So if we buy this back, we discard this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's more important, to stop them from drawing cards, to make more bad tokens? I think we'd rather just get this thing on board. Let's see. I don't really want to put this out. I don't think we need the mana. Oh, maybe I should. Well, it doesn't matter if we pay. That's okay. I don't think we need the mana next turn, and I don't want them to like put this out of reach of being killed by this if they see it coming. Inspiring Charge would be rough. They got it. But just from them doing that so early, I don't think they would have it. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we need to kill this card draw thing. That's going to be the thing that gets us. I mean, they have something, they have something. I don't think they're going to. I don't want to wait for them to be tapped out because then it ends up being kind of counterintuitive. Because they'll just draw cards while I'm waiting for them to tap out, possibly. I think they might have Inspiring Charge and they didn't want to use it. This Militia Bugler is good, but I'd almost rather just get a token from one, be able to activate both of these than to get this thing out and draw a card. Because I think we're going to outpace them in this end of things. I mean, they're getting 1 life a turn. We're getting 3, plus we're picking them for 2. That's net positive for us. We got a lot of blockers in the air. That's fine. It doesn't really create too much of a problem. Okay. They're really going all in with this. Okay, is this the Inspiring Charge turn? Maybe we could swing back and kill him. What do we got? I don't want to put this thing in harm's way. It would be nice to trade for the bats, but if it's Inspiring Charge. So this can take one of the bats, this can take the other bat. maybe we double block this in a bat on one. That would kill 2 bats. We need a chump. Okay, here we go. Remember, we have 2 extra lives, so we got 14 here. So let's do this. Bat 1, bat 2. I'm going to assume Spiring Charge, because what can you do? So I might chump a couple of these here. And then we could double block this. So if it is Inspiring Charge, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. These things are dead. I lose this thing, but then this bat survives. This thing's dead. They might not play it, but then we're eating 1, 2, 3 bats, and they're eating 2 of ours, but we're making more bats than them. And I don't think they would make this attack unless they had Inspiring Charge. So now we basically know they have Inspiring Charge. Yeah, they're not going to use it since they ordered it like that. I mean, maybe they would still make this attack. I don't think they would risk this. They're just not blocking it. They're just not using it because they're not losing too much, but that's fine. Now we can get in on the ground, maybe. Possibly. They still have this 2-4 and this 0-3. But they might want to use this on their turn to create a bad token. It might be worthwhile to throw some of these away. Yeah. Lich's Caress is great. Now, do we want to kill this 2-4 that's making bats? I think so. 3-4 in the air is a little scarier, but we basically can almost block them every turn. I think we're good with doing this. I'm sure I have one more land. We're going to lose out on activation. That's okay. Let's see. If we want these in the air, attack. You can eat one of our things, but we can attack 1, 2, 3. Is that worth it? It's not quite worth it. They're going to do a similar attack. Let's just hold them back. I might block in a way that makes them want to use Inspiring Charge to save one of these Rustring Falcons, and then we can get it out of their head, or their hand. So if we block 1, 2, 3, 4, nah, I don't think that makes sense. I think we still just want to chump like 2 of them. I'll let 1 through. That's fine. Let's see. Another Vampire Mutate would be great. Yes. Okay. That actually really helps. We can get both activations. We can get another bat. Yeah. If they kill our Regal Bloodlord, we're gonna be in trouble, I think. What did they? Lich Caress? I think I'm just gonna keep on double. I mean, we could start taking 3 a turn because we're gonna be counteracting that damage. I could actually use the extra land here. Actually, I got 8. I don't need to play it this turn. I'll get this Child of Nightlight out. Why is it so wide? Yeah. So unless something changes, we can kind of just do this till they die, because we're doing 3 damage to them a turn. And they're only doing 1 to us, plus we're doing 3 to them, they gain 1 life. So we're doing net 2 to them, and they're doing 4 to us, but we're gaining 4 life in every cycle of turn. Okay, that's actually not bad. We can still just block that one then, or chump that one. Why don't I have 2 bats? Ooh, I see. Okay, well, really can't risk. want to do that if the inspiring charge were dead. Well, we're not dead. Actually, maybe I'll get it out of their hand. 6, because we're gonna gain 3. So if they inspiring charge, they do 10. So we're actually down to 2. If they have 2 tricks though, that's rough. I guess I'm gonna chump there. I wish this was the trigger for everyone. What would really help this would be the 4/4 that pings them too. It would double our. We ping them in a few turns. This game is not a given, but by any means, removal for one of these things would be good. Both the divine even. That is not doing it. Okay, so we have 8 lands out. If we draw a 5-drop, it might be worthwhile to start playing lands because we're not going to keep anything in the hand. I just want, if I draw a 5-drop and then I still get 3 activations at some point, that'd be good. Oh my god, it's the beginning of each end step. That's why I'm messing up. Oh man, that's rough. Okay, so I gotta do this main. That's why my bats were not coming. Okay, so now that we fixed that. It might have been a lethal mistake here. We should have many more bats at that point. Okay, so they're using it this turn? Or they just, okay. Well, I'm just gonna do this for good measure here. Block there, and then that's all we can do. Let's see if they got something. We could start swinging back though, I think. We have enough things. Okay, well that's not good. Well, we already made one for the turn, so that's good. I can't believe we messed that up. That's okay. We'll have 2 jump blockers this time. Makes me a little more, feel a little better. Child Knight's good. Okay, so I think we're going to attack on the ground here. We got 3 things with vigilance, so be 1, 2, 3. Maybe we just attack with the Shadow Knight, gain the 2 life. I think that's more important. Because that'll bring us to 9. We'll have 2 bats in the air this time. So we could double chump and only take 3. I think we're good with that. Okay, so let's... If we attack with everything, what happens? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers on the ground. They can eat 1, 2 get through. They go down 4. I think that's fine. Most of them have vigilance. They're not killing anything. And I don't think we're going to be short on, or not that they're not killing anything, but we'll still have blockers back even if they eat 1 vigilance. Let's do that. That's fine. That's good. I mean, them taking 4 is a pretty big deal right now. We can ping them out relatively fast. Man, that end step thing will make this game a lot, I think, more in our favor. Okay, we got enough to activate all these. Cool. Again, our bet. So, that's fine. Chomp, double chomp. We activate one of these before I forget. Might be able to do an all-out attack next turn and win this. Whew. Make sure we don't run out of time here. So they've got 4 blockers. Let's see, that might be risky though. We attack 1, 2, 3. Well, they got 4 ground blockers. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ground blockers, so 2 damage would get through, so that brings them down to 4, plus the air things. It would kill them. They could have some life gain shit, and then we'd be in trouble. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's... we'll kill them next turn. So let's just... I'm going to attack with this Child of Night, though. I want the extra life. I think it's more important. Because I think that's the thing that kills us. Alright, looks good. We'll get our bat. Yeah, that's fine. Not winning this race. So let's do this while we remember. Next time we might have to just go for the win. If we just pick up one of those Epicure things, that'd be great. I mean, we got 2 in our deck, and there's only 12 cards left, so we have a decent chance of drawing it. There we go. Damn it, I wasn't playing this out, or else we could have killed them this turn. But I'm okay sending one of the bats in. Well, no, they're going to gain 2 life, so I'll just be patient. You basically have to win the next turn at this point, or else they're dead. That's fine. I think we have enough blockers and everything if they do a full-out attack. Well, this is one hell of a game considering the first 2 were both complete blanks on either side. They might just desperation all out, yeah. Okay, is anything can make trample? I don't think so. So let's do this while I'm thinking about it. And we don't want this thing to die no matter what. So let's see. That's an easy. That's an easy. Anything can do damage to the face. They have spells that can do 3 damage to the face. Let's try not to get down to 6. So let's see. These guys are doing nothing, so I would like to kill that. Let's kill that as well. I don't really want to risk any of... I'll risk one of these. We don't need... I don't want to risk this. I want the triggers. And we're letting one thing through, so they would have to pump it by a lot. Yep, here it comes. Yep, not surprised. They have another one. We're still okay. Assuming they can't kill us somehow right now. We got this. Let's see what he says. 2 games. Whew. Okay. Now we just gotta activate these guys. Oh, I should do it. All right. Well, that was fun as hell. Let's go to match 2. So I think I messed up in the first game by tapping that guy. I should have saw an aggressive deck coming. So that was a mistake. And then missing the at the end of your turn trigger. So you have to gain life before your end step. And I had my stop at the end step that I was pinging them with the Vampire Neonate. So that was another mistake. Luckily, it didn't hurt us too badly. This is a solid hand. I'll keep this. Need to find some land and stuff, but we got some things to do. Yeah, well, we got lots of things to do. And even if they played 2/2s, we can still block with this thing and throw on a Marauder's Axe. Looks like they're in aggressive deck colors. I think I'd rather get a Neonate out here than a Marauder's Axe. If we do Marauder's Axe, we can get Vampire, Neonate, and the activation next time. So I think I'm going to do that. I got nothing to block anyway. Surely they play something. Red, white with 3 mana. Yeah, oh, that's fine. It's totally chill, man. Totally chill. I don't need... I'd rather get an activation than I think this out. Because I'm not going to be able to activate all 3 anytime soon anyway. Leave up Abnormal Endurance just in case they have some trick. Obviously, I'm just going to block here. Let's see what they got. Okay, that's fine. See, these guys doing work. Doing work for us. Cool. I think I'll play Fell Spectre just because they might have a land to discard, but then we can just equip it up and get in the air decently. Oh, interesting. Main deck in this? That's weird. I don't think we have anything with counters. Why would they be main decking that? No like such thing as negative counter. Yeah, that's a little annoying. We don't have good blockers for that, but I think we'll be okay. Here, let's get this going. Oh, I should not have done that. I should have left up a normal endurance. That's bad tapping. Sloppy tapping. Let's see if we pay for it. I mean, if they like burn this or something, that's gonna be a big mistake because we could have bought this back. Okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna do it. I'm okay with taking 4 right now. I'm not too worried about it. This can't be anything too damning. Maybe Lightning Strike on this would be the worst thing we could play right now. Oh, shit. Oh, I messed up. That's bad. Okay, well, you got 4-3. We can at least trade if we play this and I equipped it. I think their best line, assuming they don't have to tap all their mana, is to put it on a Goblin Instigator and start attacking us. But we get 3 activations to turn, and they're only going to be able to attack with 1 thing. So we'll see. Ooh, that's rough. So they get to... You know, I'm okay if they kill the Pack Beast, that's okay. Still only attacking for 4. Why would they attack with these? It doesn't make any sense. That's weird. You just want to tap dudes. And Procure Blood is a good blocker. I think we could take... Actually, I think we're gonna... Gonna equip this. That stops them from attacking with this. Then we have the normal endurance up to 2 activations. Dude, that was a big mistake. Tapping out that swap that way. My bad. That's fine. Because now they're going to swing with this. I could have normal endurance one of these and at least get that off the board. They have like Lightning Strike or something. It's going to be bad. Maybe Sure Strike would still kind of be annoying because this thing will survive. I think we got to do it. This guy can still activate. So joke's on you, opponent. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's not ideal. But still okay, I think. Clan wouldn't be terrible. I can move this over. Doom Dissenter is actually good. Buys us some time. But does Epicure Blood do us one better? This provides us 2 blockers 2 turns in, or blocker 2 turns in a row. And I am okay to trade. I'd rather keep 2 of these alive. This thing can now eat either of these, so they might be hesitant to attack. If they have removal for this, it's going to be rough, but then we still get a 2/2 zombie. So I think we're okay here. And activation, so we have functionally 10 life. Let's see. If they attack with everything, Inspiring Charge would be scary. I'm okay blocking this. That's fine. We still get a zombie. So I can take this 4 and be okay, I think. Gallant Cavalry is a pretty good pickup here. Is equipping this and having 2 activations better? I don't think so. We can Gallant Cavalry and then just equip something. There we go. Now we got our defenses pretty buttoned up. Assuming they don't have an Inspiring Charge. I just wonder my last card in hand. I think we'll be okay. And then once we get this Epicure Blood down, start picking them. And our ground defenses will get even better. It's good that they have enchantment removal, both for Invoke the Divine and our Sacrifice a Creature, draw 3 cards, whatever the hell that's called. Sure thing. That's easy. It's fine. Equip something. Okay, no problem. Cobwalt is good, but I think Epicure Blood is actually. We bring back 2 things. Then we can Doom Dissenter, discard this Fell Spectre. We don't really need that. And then we can equip something, and our defenses get a little stronger. Because what are they going to do? They're going to attack with this. We don't want double block. This thing can get big, so this thing can see. I think this is the better play here. Discard that. Play this. Do we want to do that? Yeah, I think so. Not the most efficient use of mana, but with them having no cards in hand, that sets up our board really well. I mean, if they want to attack into this, I think it'll be not a good trade for them. What they should do is equip these goblins. Okay, so that we need to get some activations going here. We're getting low on life. They could just do something to our face, and that would be no bueno. They should equip these goblins and swing with those, I think. Because the only thing I'd want to trade for them is like these things, and they're still trading up. Okay. So do I want to leave up 2 activations, get back to 6, or do I want to, I think, say no. And the next turn we can start going the activation here. Start doing 3 activations a turn. So we'll be picking them for 6 a turn, as long as they don't kill us here. Oh, and they might. That's great. And the activation would make a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're dead. But I think we would have been dead anyway because we would have 1 less blocker. Just 2 more life. And that's functionally the same thing. That's unfortunate that they drew into that right when we stabilized. But let me just make blocks here. Make sure that we're not completely dying. Just go there. Chump this. Gotta chump this. And then block, and we're dead. Yeah. Okay. That is really frustrating. They top decked that deck. Alright, Invoke the Divine looks good. That axe was a kind of a pain in the ass. Also Luminous Bond. Skeleton Archer. They had 1/1 goblins, but is that enough to justify? I guess it's doing more than something like. Maybe Lich's Crest is just not the good. I mean, I'm gonna leave it in. What am I talking about? Doom Dissenter looked good, but they also had 4/2, but they could blow things up easily. I think Doom Dissenter is where we want to be. That looked good. Copper Waltz looked pretty good. Poison Tip Archer isn't really. Maybe we just take this out. I don't think we're gonna just even out our mana base a little bit. That's playing 16 lands. We need to cut one more card. Two threes are actually kind of annoying against us when they have the axe. Dude, this abnormal endurance I think would have made the difference in that game. It would just save us probably a point of damage over time somewhere. Oh, what a mistake. We don't need blood divination. No, it's our only card draw. Alright, that's not true. I don't want to be sacking things against this deck, I don't think. Let's add one more swamp in there. We're gonna play first. We want to take the play away from them. This hand looks pretty great. As long as we draw some lands. Militia Bugler is sure to find us something if we can get it down. I think I'd rather just get the axe out now. I don't need to ping anything right now. That's fine. If we don't find anything to do, we can at least equip this thing and they can't attack. Or they can't really attack anyway, but they have some trick we could trade. But we found this. Let's find us a creature. Now they still can't attack without doing much. That's a great creature against their deck. We just gotta find some lands. Thought we can equip up the Militia Bugler and smash, depending on what they play. Response, okay, that's fine. Not sure why they're attacking. Maybe if I just miss blocking. It's good. Okay, we got our defenses up pretty good here. I might just get rid of that. They seem to have different goblins. We don't want them to blow this up. I might just Strangling Spores that this turn. Get out of here. Then we can attack with these two Gallant Cavalries. We can be the aggressor here. We got good cards in hand. We're not giving away any blockers by attacking. Thanks to Vigilance. Let's see. They can Sure Strike. I'm not really. We can swing back. We're gonna win this race. I'm assuming they have Sure Strike in hand. That's fine. Let's attack and see what happens. I definitely am not wasting any mana on equipping this turn. Definitely get the Regal Bloodlord. Get a Fountain of Youth in. I again tapped that wrong. I should have left one swamp up just in case we got Vampire Neonate and I didn't want to play the Fountain of Youth, but I think playing the Fountain of Youth is the right thing anyway. So let's see. They have combat tricks because they didn't play anything for 5 last turn. They're gonna blow up a. That's fine. Now we can equip this and just smash. And then again, pull out their Sure Strike for sure. But at least it gets it out of them. Let's do that. I'm only gonna attack with this. I think they have a Sure Strike, but it gets it out of their hand. we attack with this, they might just trade. That's fine. I mean, once we find one more land, we have all the pieces to just go off with our pinging stuff. Not really threatening us in any way. We got a decent amount of life, and we'll just start gaining some. Even if we don't draw land, we should start pinging them for 2 return. That's fine. They don't really have a lot of good creatures to sack to that. They attack with this. Any land gets us bats going. And even if they kill this, dropping these 2 things afterwards is going to be pretty brutal for them. So really, in these colors, I don't know what they could have that's going to win them this game. They'd have to drop a bomb. They'd have to drop it soon. Man, it's fun playing these. Let's see. I could attack with that. They could block, and then I think it's worthwhile. I'm just okay keeping their board small at this point. Even if they trade here, that's fine. I tried to, in Magic Online, I had this thing, and I tried to sack something on my turn and then play it, and it wouldn't let me, so. I mean, it's possible they have, like, Electrify or something, but, like, you know, if they kill this, so be it. You got Epicure Blood coming down, some big creatures against this deck seems to be good anyway. That's fine. They're going to try to sack it. Don't really have good attacks. Yeah, it's not looking good for them. Okay. They don't have anything in hand, so I'm not going to play Spell Spectre. I think I'm just going to play this thing and swing with this and this. We don't need the blockers back. We got a ton of life. Let's just kill them before they find something that can maybe get them out of the situation. And I don't really know what it is. Maybe the Nova that clears everything. Even then, we got 2 cards in hand and we're getting life a turn. But we can basically kill them next turn at this point. That's not going to save them. I might just sack this and try to find one more card, but I don't know what saves them at this point. They don't have the land to play the Nova if they find it. Well, gets them something back, but they are dead in air because they're taking 4. We can equip this for 2, or actually this does 2 as well, so. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think I like what we're doing here. This Hybrid Blade might actually be decent. It might be better than just Trusty Pack Beast. I'm not foreseeing having to sack this to find cards. Explosive Apparatus gets a couple things, but the X3s, and they seem to have a lot. I think that's better. We could just drop this in front of something, catch them off guard. 2/3 is a good blocker for their 2/1s and stuff, but we have enough X3s. On the play, I think it can be dangerous, so we need to keep a hand that has actual early plays. And this does not. This does have Skeleton Archer, which can be good against them. Kept their hand. I really can't mulligan this, even though I am very concerned about them having some come right out the gate. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, and we found a 3 drop. Good. Okay, I feel better about this. Got Lich's Caress for anything that is too threatening. Let's see, what's our options here? Okay, well, that's an easy choice. You could drop Fell Spectre next turn or Skeleton Archer, depending. Skeleton Archer could trade, but I feel like we should wait till it has. Oh, it will have a target. Take out one of these tokens. That's fine. Skeleton Archer is definitely the way to go this time. Actually, again, attacking with the Bugler. Okay, we got 6 cards in hand. They got 3. I haven't missed a land drop, so it's possible that one of them is a land, or 2 of them is a land. And we got lots of action in our hand. We can take care of any particularly threatening creature. We can make them discard their last card. When it comes to it with Fell Spectre, we got a couple of blockers. Yeah, that's fine. I will take the. Okay, so they have Sure Strike here. So if I block here, that'll bounce, and then I'll take the 1. But I think I'm okay with that. Next turn we can. I don't know actually. Let's see. So if I block here, they're gonna Sure Strike it. Kind of gets out of their hand, and then this thing's not too threatening. But if we block here, this bounces. They might Sure Strike it, but I doubt it, because then I still have something I can trade with that. And then we're just taking 3, and this is bounce. So I think I'm gonna bait it out. I could do this, and then they're gonna Sure Strike this. I'll be alive. This will die. These will trade off. It's trading up pretty poorly. For the next turn, we can get Epicure. And then they could just equip this. Then we could Lich's Caress it. I think I'm okay with that. They already used the card that makes tokens. That's fine. I could just Lich's Caress this, but it seems not great. I think I'm just gonna Epicure. And then we can double spell next turn with Fell Spectre and Doom Dissenter. If they have removal for Epicure, that won't be ideal, but we always have Macabre Waltz. Yeah, that's what I assumed they were gonna do. Could also just trade here. I don't think it's necessary quite yet. Let me just Lich's Caress. We'll see. Then we're running that race if they have nothing to play. That's also good too. Okay, I'm gonna leave up some mana then. Let's see. I don't really want to discard anything. Can maybe get 2 cards out of them with normal endurance this way. Invoke the Divine. I'll attack there. We can also just win this race with Lich's Caress in our hand. If they have removal for this, yeah, we'll take damage, but then we could drop Doom Dissenter and do our same plan here. Good value. If they have a trick, so be it. This thing will still die, and we'll still get well, we won't if they can shock it or something, but we're ahead on cards anyway. We only saw shock, we didn't see electrify, so that's good. Even if they have a way to say this, they still have to discard a card now. Then they'll be down to 1 card, assuming they use the trick. Okay, that works out. Good, don't want to have to deal with that. They just play a big beefy creature here. We can kill it. Okay, well that's unfortunate, but we got Macabre Waltz. I don't really have anything I want to discard, so I'll wait till I draw an extra land for this. I think it's worthwhile to be patient here. We got lots of stuff going on. If they play a creature, we can Strangle Spores at the end of turn. It's nice having an instant in hand for situations like this. This was just another sorcerer we couldn't really use right now. That'd be unfortunate. I think it's worthwhile to kill that. I mean, we're going to have 3 damage of attacking next turn. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I think it's worthwhile to get back. We'll get back militia. This. We can discard the center. Find us another creature. Perfect. We actually don't have. Oh, I missed a point of damage there. That's no good. That was sloppy. Let's see what they got for us. It's fine. It's okay. In this situation, it might be better just to Gallant Cavalry. Push it down here. You take 3 if they don't block. They're down to 5. Yeah. If they do block, they're in trouble anyway. Oh. I don't think there's a combination of cards I can win this, even if they clear the board. If they attack with this, we're not blocking with this because if they happen to have the Nova thing, I want something on board after they use it. But I think they're just dead. I would imagine they're going to concede here. I mean, you can't give anything trample with that much extra damage. No, so I'm actually gonna use the bugler. Maybe not. That seems loose. Okay, got nothing to buy back, and they're dead with the Lich's Crest. Boom, we did it. All right, both good matches so far. I like this deck a lot. I wonder why this archetype I've run into a lot. Hope you're all enjoying the commentary. It's nice to be back. Sorry, I just clapped into the mic. You're just gonna have to live with that. If you blew out your eardrums, my apologies. But you can't even hear my apology, I assume, because your eardrums are blown out, aren't they? So, whoops. I actually like this format a lot. I know people hate on core sets, but I did just this weekend. I'm recording this on a Monday, and just Saturday I played about 6.5, 7 hours of actual playtime Magic in the Grand Prix. So and that was all this format short. It was sealed, but same cards. And I wasn't sick of it enough to take a few days off and come back and not draft. So here we are. Come on, opponent. What are you doing? Okay. I think being on the play first. So this is weird for this deck. I don't think being on the draw behooves us because we're most, I think, weak to aggressive decks, and they would want to be on the play. So we might as well be on the play and take away that option. Um, it's possible if it's kind of like a big things grindy deck, it might be worse for us to be under the draw. But I think the biggest risk is being against an aggressive deck, and when we take the play away from them, that works in our favor more so, I think. Not, I'm not exactly 100% sure. I'm trying to think of all the archetypes this is pretty weak against. Maybe like white blue flyers. Blue green is actually something that crossed my mind, so we'll see. It's actually pretty lucky we found that plains. I think getting the neonate out is better than inactivation. The only this basically tells them what deck we're playing though, which is kind of they got a lot of information about our deck at this point. Hopefully they don't have counter. Okay. Seeing as though we do not have the green mana for this, we will take the Gallant Cavalry. Could be good against a slow deck too. It doesn't have a lot of blockers. But I assume they're going to get something out turn 3. Surely turn 3. I wouldn't mind them getting that 2/2 Death Touch out. If we attack with this, we can have normal endurance, get another draw maybe. I'll take that too. Swap would be great, but it's okay if it's not. Not swamp, just land. I don't care. I don't care what land. Just an island can come out of nowhere. I'd be happy with that. Uh-oh. The trap. So this might be like blue-green, flying. Okay, that is not ideal, but it's still fine when you activate. At least we have ways to spend our mana, even on terms that we don't do too much. And I do like Strangling Spores. Maybe this deck should have been playing 18 lands because we have a lot of mana sinks. It's possible. I was really having trouble cutting cards though. Maybe this Fell Spectre doesn't need to be here. It's a decent blocker in the air though. Pings them a little bit more, along with everything else pinging them. They have a lot of gas in hand, seemingly. We'll see what they do. Okay, Scry 2. It's pretty mild. I can't block our Militia Bugler, which is kind of annoying. I don't really want to use that in normal turns just to get a Omen Speaker out of the way. Yeah, if we draw a land next turn, our new plan is probably going to be Fell Spectre. It can stop the Aven Wind Mage. If they don't play a land this turn, I assume their hand's all spells then, which I don't know why they wouldn't play main phase, so land here would be great. Perfect. Let's see. There's no one green. They might think we have skeleton archers, so they might be hesitant to block, even though I think that would be stupid of them, because this is really the only useful thing you could do. There was no risk in doing that. I'm gonna get this out. Have to discard a spell. Take 2 damage. We have a blocker in air. If they attack with the Aven Wind Mage with all of our mana tapped, I am not going to block it, because I assume they have an instant they can play. Bump it 1/1. Okay, that thing's not the worst thing. I think we're gonna. They don't have the mana to just be using that right now. Ooh, that is not good. Okay. Not much we can do about that. This is a little tricky. I think we might want to. We can have normal endurance this thing to death, which is probably our plan. Because that's basically 2 damage right there that we can't prevent. And then we have Strangling Spores up for this. So I think I'm just going to, when it becomes a target of a spell. So I'm just going to do that and leave up an activation. That's the first time I actually killed that thing with a non-spell that wouldn't have killed it already. Take that. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. We got lots of cards now. It's likely they're going to discard, I don't know if they, maybe a force if they drew it. If they have an island, I have a feeling that there's a lot of double blue spells that are pretty solid. I don't know if they're, I don't know where we stand in this game right now. I could see it going pretty bad. If we get this Epicure of Blood out though, and then we could just double activate every turn, that's 4 damage a turn. And all that takes is 1 land. And if we draw land, we can get this out, double activate, and start triple activating. My phone's going off. My phone's going off. I'm just so popular. I might have to kill this Aven with the Strangling Spores next turn. We'll see. I'll buy us some time. Maybe if we do that, we can drop the Vampire Neonate and then Strangling Spores this thing. So we're not really too threatened. It doesn't look like we have anything that can block that. If I can get my Epicure Blood down, though, without counter. So what does this look like? So if we Epicure Blood, drop this. Next turn, assuming they don't have much, they do 2 to 3 to us, to the face. Maybe get another creature out. If it's another flyer, we're going to definitely have the Strangling Spores. But if not, and we have the ground stuffed up, we could potentially just draw a land and start clicking away with these things and play a Gallant Cavalry. So I think that's good. I think we got one more turn before we have to worry about things. I I think that +7/+7 trample card costs 6. So as long as they can't get that on their flyer, it'll be okay. But then I'm sure we'll just top deck a. Oh, what's this black about? They're definitely green blue. Not ideal. We might have to use our strangling spores on that. And we saw a combat trick from them before, which is unsettling. Okay, this gives us. Let's give us a blocker. We can get that down, and then I'm not gonna double block this. I'm just gonna chump with this and then start pinging away. We can do some work here. I can't play too loose. Oh, it's surprised they didn't attack with this. I guess they're worried about like a double block here. I'm okay with that. I mean, this seems pretty important to us. That's fine. They can draw a card. I don't think they're gonna outvalue us here. We might just start, and with all these things activated, we can leap up mana and strangling spores, which is great. Which I think is actually more important than playing this gallant cavalry. So I'm just gonna do this. If they try to put any enchantment on something, we can strangling spores. At least they even one mage. Let's see. Drop 2 cards. It's fine. Not much we can do against that. This Epicure Blood Vampire Unit combo is gonna get them dead pretty fast. And if they try to do something with this, we can always strangling spores it. If they only tap 2 lands, I wouldn't strangling spores it because they could technically have another instant or sorcery, or instant I guess, and get it to 5 life, and then we just waste our strangling spores. But then we'll know what spells they're playing and nothing that can kill us. Giant Growth, Titanic Growth could do some work right now. But again, we're getting 3 life anyway, so let's see. That's kind of annoying. Let's see. Really put him back. Well, get the activations now. Is this a ploy for them to be able to attack? I don't think so. Do you want to just kill this now? I don't think it's necessary. So if we tap these 3, they don't really have great attacks on the ground. It's kind of unfortunate. If we draw a land, that'd be cool because then it gets to activate 1. Yeah, okay, they're gonna start swinging with this. We'll definitely trade here. And we'll do that, that's fine. I think they realized that. Alright, so we can play this, get an activation. We can chump block one more time if we want. Then we can leave up strangling spores. Or we could just kill them next turn with activations if they don't have an answer. I don't like that they could potentially have decent bounce stuff. Plus pump. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Well, we might as well get an activation in here. I mean, I don't like seeing that Titanic Growth. It makes me want to chump block. Let's see what I got. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to chump block. Titanic Growth would kill us. So we got 8 here. So I can get out. I can strangling spores. Okay. Titanic Growth on this would not kill us if we have activations. Strangling spores would take care of this, but then we have to chump block with one of these things. But we could get 2 activations still off of this. They don't have life gain, so they're gonna have to kill us next turn or kill one of these things. So I'm thinking strangling spores is bristle boar. Get that out of the way. Even if they have Titanic Growth for this, we have 2 activations. If they attack with this, we can chump block one and still get an activation off of it. So I think that's the way to go. And then next, so we get 2 activations. If these things roll, I mean, they won't all be alive, I guess. Because I'm going to chump for sure. They have that +7/+7 trample card. We're dead anyway. What are they doing here? They don't have massive pump spells. So if they have Titanic Growth, and we only block here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only get 2 extra, so we have to double block 2 things. Or we have to block 2 things. Definitely that. And then I guess I'll just block that. Let the 1/3 go. No, they can't pump everything, right? What do they have? What could they have? Skeleton Archer could finish this off, which would be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. They know where they're splashing for that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. See if we got anything going on here. That's it. Oh. Activate this. Maybe the reason why they attacked with everything is so we had to. Okay, so that's fine. I think they're running out of time here because we're gonna get Gallant Cavalry down, another couple of activations. Unless they have something to pump the thing in the air, even then, I think we'll be okay. I mean, we're gonna be chump blocking everything, so. Ooh, I almost missed that. That would have been bad. Okay, so this is the turn here. Let's see. If they got a bounce spell, what are they gonna do? Attack with everything? I mean, they probably realize they're dead if they don't, so just gotta play this smart here. Here, I think we should do that, and then we can get at least 2 activations. I don't think they have anything that can kill everything. That's what we gotta do. And then just hope one of these survive or they don't have life gain. I mean, here we go. Hey! Okay, so what's their deck about? They got a couple of rabbit bites, which is kind of annoying. We don't have anything good against that. They have a lot of card draw, but it didn't really seem to help them too much. They got some good value. They have this artifact, but that's the only one target we see. No enchantments, right? I have to remember they have a Titanic Growth. No enchantment, so I don't want to put it in Evoke the Divine just for one guy. Box Stomper might be good. It looks like they're into attacking on the ground. I really like these Doom Centers. Their other ground creatures weren't that big. I feel like everything we have in here can kind of deal with them. I don't know if we need a Box Stomper, but it is an answer to the 5/5. The Box Stomper has at least some other stuff going on. I think this Poison Tip Archer is actually good against them, though. They got some flyers. Explosive Apparatus can get the flyer. Galvin Cavalry is pretty legit. Getting us some blocker. This thing can't really block that well. They have bounce. Maybe we don't need Marauder's Axe. I don't think Marauder's Axe is what we're trying to do here. This is a mulligan. This is a keep for sure. That's a really good card in this matchup, I feel like. And we have how many turns to draw into it? 4 turns. We got all of our colors for. We can draw something cheap if we don't find. I'm gonna put on top. I want them to have a fairly slow start, but it didn't look like they had anything too aggressive. I don't think this is going to be an easy game to win. They have a strong deck, but we definitely have a solid hand. They didn't have Rapid Bite's kind of annoying. So good. Could basically take out. I mean, we don't have a lot of toughness in this deck. That's fine. It feels so good to play that on turn 2, man. It's just like, you're not going to being drawn to a land most likely. Spine 1. You can get land out of the way if you don't need them. That's fine. Cool beans. No decisions have to be made. We'll get Fell Spectre out, I think, next turn. Poison Tip Archer might be better, but I don't want them to Rapid Bite that rather than Rapid Bite spell Fell Spectre. And then we can get a Poison Tip Archer. They do have block cards, so the discard won't be too great for us. But, you know, it's something. Okay, well, I'm glad they don't have that, but it's a slow card, and I wonder if they have a pretty fast, like, attack plan. Because they got 5 mana already. Or they're just going to bring it back with... Okay. That's a problem right now. We don't have good chump blockers. I think Poison Tip Archer needs to come out to stop that. And then we can always buy it back with Macabre Waltz. Macabre Waltz. That's kind of slow. I'm going to play out my lands because if we do have to buy it back next turn, we're going to need 6 land to play this and this. So I'm just going to... They have bounce spells and shit though, so this could be... I could easily Rapid Bite this. So we saw at least 3 things that would punish us pretty badly this turn. Yep, there we go. That's fine. Okay, that's okay. They have mana they need already, so. Oh, okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna chump block here, buy back Fell Spectre, and this thing. Good. Yeah, I wasn't accounting for that. We would need the swamp. Yeah, we could discard Trusty Pack Beast easily, but now we don't even have to do that. I'll play Plains. Macabre Waltz, get them both back here. 1, 2. Discard. Actually, we need a Trusty Pack Beast. It's not doing much. I almost rather have the land. If we start drawing neonates and shit, we can double spell next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. But you know, I think we might as well get this last card out of their hand. I think we can afford to take a turn. Ooh, good thing we did that. I mean, that's what they're waiting for to play it. They could easily sack this. I mean, they have a graveyard thing, so I would rather take the 5 and just keep this alive, and then next turn. Just blank on something. Blank on something. Sift. Okay, well, that makes things a little tougher. But these Galvan Cavalries help for sure. Oh, what am I doing? I need that. Let's see here. If they attack with those 2, we're gonna definitely just block 1. And then we get a Galvan Cavalry triple block We'll be fine. I mean, I'm going low on health. Maybe I should have. Yeah, that was a mistake. At least we can get out 2 of these. I should have chump blocked with this bugler, because then I would have 5 more health, and then this thing can't get us if they have a bounce spell on this. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, good. That's pretty much a blank. Okay, we need some life gain. It's not good. They have a lot of cards. Any rapid bite, bounce, trick in the air won't do it, but it'll put us on a 2-turn clock after the fact. Yeah, I don't like this. Oh, that's gonna do it too. No, they didn't do it. Why didn't they do it? Oh, that's a mistake. They could pay for it when it drops. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference, I don't think, because they're gonna probably realize it this turn. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. Jumping that 1 gear would have given us more turns, that's for sure. But not really. They could just. It would give us 1 more turn. Why are they not doing that? Oh, I hope I draw something that punishes this. You could pay 4 and give something unblockable. Oh, they don't deserve to win. Oh, it comes back to demon. We're in trouble anyway. I could play it. So that has trample. So I don't think, maybe Lich's Caress into another thing I can target this with, as long as they keep on forgetting they can't use this, would help. Yep, that's game. Okay. Yeah, they got a strong deck here. I think now that I've seen 2 of these, Invoke the Divine's good. We don't need this trusty Pack Beast at all. 2/2 is good. So the more things we can target it to, which, I mean, that kills it already. This can target it. Strangling Spores can kill it. So we only have 4 things that can kill it. I mean, I don't think there's much else we can. Ability or spell? That's not ability. Yeah, we just don't have anything else in our pool to deal with that, so Skeleton Archer's no good against them. That flyer is kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, I think we're gonna be on the play. They don't have a very aggressive deck, but they have a lot of card advantage, so we should put some pressure on them early, which isn't really what we're doing here, but this works. I think I'm gonna. We don't have a 4-drop in hand, so I'm just gonna go, and we can still get it. A 4-drop out. This gives us an activation at least if we draw a blink, which we did. All right, and then we can play this turn 3. That's when we don't play 3-drop. Okay, so we will play that. That worked out. Okay, we got our mana good here. Gallic Cavalry into Lich's Grass can be solid if they ramp into some big clunky thing. These guys aren't really getting in on the ground, but at least they can block some things decently well. It's fine. We need to draw some action though. The 2/4 flyer would be good. They have nothing to rapid bite that with. The Fell Spectre wouldn't be bad. Make a discard card. We'll have a block in the air. 3-drop wouldn't be bad. We can get activation. That's kind of annoying. We'll see what we draw. Can only be blocked by 1 thing. If we can't chump, I think it's worthwhile. We can. get in for some damage here, so we're not too far behind on the race, but we need to draw some action. Epicure wouldn't be bad. They have all the land they can want. Maybe they're stuck on black. Let's see. I can double block that pretty easily. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, we can keep pace with this thing. That's about it. Oh no. What are they targeting? Yeah, okay. Well, now we could no longer keep pace. That's okay. I hope if they attack with this, I'll double block, and I hope they make the mistake of putting the actual creature back, so that we can buy it back. I might have to buy this back next turn. We'll see what we draw. Might actually make sense to attack with this. It gets even, and then we could buy both things back and then play this. And then what does that do for us? It gives us one more token. I think it makes sense. Let's see. They might just bounce off of here. That's fine. They could have cancel up, which would be a big problem. Probably thinking Skeleton Archer, but little do they know we have a master plan here. We'll discard the swamp. We already have 5 swamps. Okay, hopefully we're not playing into... I actually think for a long-term game, Vampire Mutate's more important, so I'd rather play this into a possible cancel. I mean, these things are pretty useless. Oh, there goes one of our tokens. That's okay. Our tokens aren't really doing too much. This is a really good series of matches and draft. Having a good time. Oh, damn you, Aven Wind Mage. Bane of my existence, these games. Okay, give me an Epicure. Ooh, that might be worth. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we have to really whiff on this. Oh, I should put this thing in the graveyard. Yeah, but they have bounce stuff, so maybe not. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to start outpacing them with our activations. We don't have a blocker for a 3/3 next turn, but that's okay. We'll get the box stomper down. Epicure would be good too. Just accelerate our smashing in their face. Let's see. So they're going to get in for 5 this turn. Oh, what are they doing? Okay, well, they can't pump everything, so whatever. We're going to kill one of these things. I guess I could have traded here, but this is almost better. Let's see, so if they're +4/+4, I might do it here. They would be doing 10 damage to us. Nah, maybe not. It's very short-sighted. But these neonates are gonna... Oh, we're making them think. I don't want to have to think. Yeah, double pump spell, that's gonna be a problem. But I think they would have snapped those off already. I mean, if you double pump... Oh, they're just gonna... Okay, well, we have to keep in mind that they probably have the +4/+4. Gee, okay, that's excessive. You don't need 3 of those. Okay, we could actually maybe even attack at that at some point. Epicure Blood or whatever would be sweet. Might be taking some mad damage. Yeah, if that's their best play, I'm okay with that. Our 2/4 flyer guy making bats would be sick. That's actually not terrible. Explosive apparatus is a great draw because now we get to blow up this stupid thing while they're tapped out. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out this land. I mean, we know they have a pump is the problem. The pump is +4/+4. So if I put this on any one of these things, it's only going to trade for one of these if they use the pump and this. If I put it here, it's just going to get killed. So that's not good. I think the right thing to do is eat one of these, block here, eat this, and take 8. Nope, that will, well, it'll take 12, but we can tap these out. This thing will survive. If they have double pump, we're dead. If we put this, I really don't want to lose any one of these because we can activate them. I think I'm okay with this because what happens? We do 2, so we're effectively at 14. So they're doing 8 right now. They have to do an additional 6, which I don't, unless they have double Titanic Growth. In which case, even if we block here, they have double Titanic Growth. We're down to 1. We lose one of these guys. This guy's dead. And we still have 3 blockers. I guess it's doable. Do we want to play around double Titanic Growth? This thing's going to kill this. So this thing's going to shrink next turn. So maybe we do throw one of these away. Because if they don't have a green creature to follow this up, this thing's a 3/5, and all of a sudden Titanic Growth one of these. That okay, that's fine. At least we 2-for-1 them. This thing's a 3/5. Whew, it's a good draw. Oh, right. That is a good card. We still get an activation in when things are dying. This 3/3 is still annoying to block, but we'll figure this out. I really wish it was the 2/4 flyer. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, now we got attacks, though. This isn't a joke. They use their Titanic Growth. If they had to, they would have used it. I think we got to do this turn. And then try to find something. Ooh, Strangling Spores is good. It doesn't take care of either of these, though. Let's see. I mean, I could chump Strangling Spores. Okay. It's a good draw. I'm not bitching about it. It's just still not out of the woods yet. Yeah, we can attack with everything. That's fine. I think we chump here. Strangling Spores that. Prevents the most amount of damage. They have a pump, we're in trouble. We do need to find something now. Oh, that's not good. You seem to not be aware of how it works, though, at least. Oop, that's not good. I think we're dead. Not quite dead. If they know how this cards work, we're dead. Or if they have any pump, we're dead. We just make that unblockable, bro. What are you doing? I mean, it's not looking good. The Lich's Caress would go a long way. I don't know if that would help win us the game. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. I think we need to do this end of this turn because I need to keep this thing alive. And then I'll still have one chump blocker. If I just do it next turn, I'm still only going to have one chump blocker. It's going to be this guy. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay. If we get through next turn. Because this will jump here. This will take this. Oh, wait. No, I'm still dead. Fuck. Excuse my language. Oh, I thought I was going to survive one turn. He's 1-3s. Oh, well. Well, thanks for watching. We made a couple of mistakes. I think I saw most of them and pointed them out, though. I don't think we could have done anything that much better. That last matchup was tough for us. Couldn't have done anything much better in that last matchup, other than anything I already pointed out. I can't remember. Can't think of anything that could have been better, sideboard-wise and otherwise. But yeah, this is a fun set. I really like that deck. It was fun. I think it had the potential 3-0. We were really close, but what can you do? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Hit the subscribe button. That'd be great. Follow me at Twitch. I appreciate your time. Look out for more videos. I'm back.